Oh.
Does she notice the things I notice? How she practices piano on her thigh, imagining the keys inside her mind. Does she notice?
And then, I know. What has happened to my hair? How have I slept? So that all my hair is just like, woof. Look at that. Flick though. To work of art. Let me go sort myself out. Right, we're a little bit better. I've just tied my hair back. I don't know. What is this, Jess? I can't even look after myself these days. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I apologise for the state that you've just seen me in. I'm not usually like... Actually, I am. I am usually like that, but... We'll just move on. We'll move on. You'll get used to it, I promise. Today I am filming for you a what I eat in a day video. I do these every Friday. My channel did start out just purely as a food channel, so I do like to keep in a weekly what I eat in a day just because that's obviously what you guys subscribe for. And then if you're new here, you might see some of the lifestyle-y stuff. So this morning I have woke up and I am feeling super hungry, excited for breakfast. I think this morning, what am I having this morning for breakfast? Apple and cinnamon oats. I am really excited for this because I've not had oats in God only knows how long, but this recipe is from the Second Nature app, which are very nicely sponsoring this video. If you don't know about Second Nature, I have been using them for a little while now. I've been thoroughly enjoying them. They're not about calorie counting, they're not about counting anything. It's more about making healthy choices and learning about nutrition, which I really like, because I think when you get into this kind of circle or cycle of dieting and joining different clubs and things, yes, you might lose weight, but you don't really learn about it and you end up in this cycle where you don't really understand what's happening or why it's happening. And I think that's why in the past, for me personally, I fell off the wagon because I don't really know why I'm eating what I'm eating. So learning the education around that has been really good for me. It's NHS backed. The plan itself was created by nutritionists, dietitians and health psychologists, so they know what they're talking about. I've been really enjoying it, having a little bit more food freedom, as I'd like to call it. You can use the discount code that I've popped on screen now to get £10 off your first month, and there is a link in the description if you want to go and check them out a little bit more, but I've honestly been really enjoying it. So without further ado, let's crack on to breakfast. Okay, so this is all I need in terms of ingredients for my breakfast. I'm just on the Second Nature app and that is what we are aiming for. The only thing that I can't have on this is the nut butter because I am allergic, so I'm just going to be leaving that out, but I'm just going to follow the recipe and make this breakfast. It's been ages since I've had like cinnamon on anything, so I'm looking forward to this.
Friday night, not really here for a good time, but if you're up for drinks and a good crowd, raise your glass to the sky. Let's toast to that. All these people can stare. I don't care about that.
So that is my breakfast. To be honest, with the yogurt, it probably would have been easier to mix if I'd got like the runnier style natural yogurt, but because my yogurt's quite thick, I mean it is mixed, but it was just a little bit harder to mix in. And yeah, I've got my apples there with my cinnamon on. Quite looking forward to this. some mango chunks. I've just got 2 lots of this because I really enjoy snacking on these, especially at night time if I'm craving something a bit sweeter. These always hit the spot. I've got some chicken chipolatas, again my favourite sausages. Some cherry tomatoes. I always end up going for the cheap ones in the bag because I don't really know what the difference between these ones and the ones in the posher boxes are. Probably nothing, so thought I'd just save some pennies on that. Got some cheddar cheese, 2 big beef tomatoes. These are for 2 specific recipes that I've got coming up in the week. I've got a cucumber there, a red pepper, some tender stem broccoli. I do usually buy like the trays of broccoli, but they didn't seem to have any of them in. Aldi had some really random things out of stock this week, so yeah, I ended up getting those ones. I've got 2 of the quick cook chicken breast sizzlers, one just for the freezer and then one to go in the fridge. Some grapes. Again, this is similar with the mango, that I like to have these as a snack in the evening if I'm craving something sweet. I've got some extra bananas there, naan wraps. There is 4 here. I think I've only got 1 for this week, but I'll probably just pop them in the freezer. Some lighter soft cheese, some tzatziki, some savoury chicken rice. I bought this last week as well and really enjoyed it, so I thought I'd just get some more just for the side of some of my other meals that I've got planned. I've got some cheese slices, some small mini tortilla wraps. I like these just little mini ones just to make like, well, mini wraps obviously. They're great for lunches, so I bought some of those. Some harissa paste. I think I'm having that for tea tonight. I think I'm having like a harissa chicken. Some spring onions, a avocado, some strawberries. These ones are quite large. Look at this big boy in the side. A potato, some protein yogurt. Really like that they've started doing this protein yogurt. I still can't find the smaller ones anymore, but this will have to do. I figured if I just have some of this and then pop some of my little flavour drops in, they might do just as well. Some egg noodles, some high protein sandwich thins. I did originally want to get the protein bagels, but they didn't have them in stock, so I switched out for these ones. Some prosciutto ham. I think I'm doing some chicken, which is like wrapped in this for one of my teas this week. I've got some rocket there, some iceberg lettuce and some baby spinach, just kind of some generic sort of salady bits. Some garlic apples. So I bought these kind of like midweek last week, and I've just really been enjoying eating apples. It's not something that I've ever really snacked on, but I just saw them in the shop last week and bought them, and now I'm buying some more, so that's what they are. Some cookie dough. Now this is like my favourite, what feels naughty but actually isn't. So 375 calories for the entire tub, and it's like Ben and Jerry's. So much lower in calorie and high in protein, so that is fantastic for like a sweet treat on an evening. Did I mention the courgettes? I can't remember. I got some courgettes, some baked beans, some lighter than light mayo. I got some pure maple syrup just because I'm planning on doing like some protein pancakes at the weekend, so I thought that might be nice to top it with. Some red onions, and then some more squash. They only had like apple and strawberry left, which is okay. Like, I don't mind drinking that, but my favourite is the apple and blackcurrant, or the orange one. And then I did pop into, so there's a Holland and Barrett within Tesco's. So I got some of this, which is a pumpkin seed butter, and basically I bought this because I really want to try a nut butter, but I'm allergic to nuts, so this is the only alternative. I know that you can get like a sunflower seed butter, but they didn't have any in, so I bought this just to give it a try, just to sort of add a little bit of extra protein to my meals and we'll see how it goes. It might be absolutely disgusting, but we'll find out, eh? And then I did pop to Lidl and get some protein bars, and then whilst I was in Lidl, I did spot these. So when I spot a packet, I've got to pick them up. So I've got some pink lemonade as well. Good afternoon, it is lunchtime. I am going to be making a cheesy bacon jacket potato. I have not had a jacket potato in, I can't even remember how long, but like I feel like I've not had one in what feels like years. I know it's not been years, but like jacket potatoes have just not been something that I've had recently, but I really enjoy, especially like just loading them with just nice things like cheese and bacon. So I'm going to be showing you how I'm making that. Of course it is from the Second Nature app, so let's get cracking onto breakfast. Not onto breakfast, what am I going, I'm living in the past. Let's get cracking onto lunch. Okay, so this is all I need for my lunch. So I've just got a potato out there. I've already popped the oven on preheat at 200 degrees. I've got some lean bacon medallions here, a spring onion and some cheddar cheese. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap this up in tin foil and pop it in the oven for about an hour. You can do it in the microwave if you wanted to speed it up, but I'm going to pop mine in the oven because I'm not like really hungry at the minute, so I can wait the full hour. So I'm just going to do that. So whilst the potatoes in the oven, I've just got about 10 minutes left. And I'm just going to be chopping up my spring onion and grating my cheese. I've got 25 grams worth of cheese. It does say 50 grams on the recipe because it does serve 2, so I've just halved that. And then I'm just going to get my bacon medallions, cut them up and fry them off. And there is my cheesy bacon baked potato, now ready for my lunch. Can't wait to have this. Cheese, bacon, potato. Could you get any better? I don't think so. So I thought I'd just pop down to the allotment and show you where we're at with it, because I can't actually remember the last time I came down here, but I feel like we've made so much progress since then. And things are really starting to like come to their own. So we do have some Brussels sprouts which are starting to come up and they're looking pretty good. They'll just keep on growing until we need them. The raspberry cage is also doing really, really well. We do have some raspberries coming through, I think. I don't know quite how long it is until they'll be ready, but it looks like they're definitely going to be ready soon. So the Japanese onions, these ones have been in since the winter, and as you can see, they're all knocked over and things. This means that they're ready to pull, basically. We'll just be picking at them as and when we need them. In the middle row down here, we've got our courgette plants, which are starting to kind of stand up on their own. At the front of that, we also have the red onions, which are doing pretty well. They all do need a good water though, so I'm going to do that whilst I'm here. The lettuces are doing really, really well, the ones outside especially. The ones in the greenhouse weirdly aren't doing as well, but I don't know. So yes, we've got them. We've also planted some spring onion plants in there as well, and the beetroot is doing really well. The rhubarb is ready to pick. That is more for my nana and granddad, because I don't really eat rhubarb, so whenever they'll be coming down, or I might just take some to them, that is definitely ready to go. Then the sweet corn is doing so well. So as you can see, it's starting to kind of come up a bit. These will get really, really tall. And then we'll not get any corn until like for a few more weeks yet, but they are doing well. We have our leek bed. So last year we did really, really well with the leeks. This year we've dedicated a whole bed to leeks, which we've kind of rotated around, because actually a new thing I learned was that you're supposed to rotate the veg around each year. I don't know, it's better for the actual veg if you do it that way. So that is what we're going to be doing. So the leeks are starting to come up and starting to stand up on their own. And then we've got some red onions in the next bed down here. They seem to be sprouting up. And then the potatoes are doing so well. We've got 2 full beds of potatoes, as you can see there. And you can see quite clearly where the rows are of them. So yeah, they'll be ready to pull, I don't know, maybe it's a couple of weeks or so. The carrots and the parsnips in the kind of deeper bed, they seem to be doing quite well. They do have quite a few weeds in them, however, so I might have to come down one day and try and weed out that bed. And then in the very back bed, we've got just loads and loads of onions, so we're definitely going to be definitely not going to be short supply of onions. So yeah, but that is everything that is outside. I'm just going to quickly run and take you into the greenhouse. So I'm just going to show you in the greenhouse, because we do still have some bits in here. Some of it needs planting out, but otherwise everything else will be staying in here. So the tomato plants are doing really, really well. You can see we're starting to get some tomatoes on. All of these flowers as well, the yellow flowers you can see, are also going to be turning into tomatoes as well. And we also have some pepper plants that we've just put in, so I'll just show you them, which are starting to get a couple of peppers on, which is really exciting. So that is everything that is kind of like at the allotment at the minute. We are hoping to get some more stuff out, because we do still have some patches which are like still covered over in tarpaulin from last year. So we're planning on pulling that up and just basically filling the allotment as much as we can. And then my dad has also built another bed kind of near the front. There was grass there which was put down last year, but I don't think that was a very wise idea, just because obviously the grass grows but we can't really cut it because we don't have electricity here, so the grass would just literally grow wild. So we've got rid of that and put a bed in there instead. So yeah, that is everything that is kind of at the allotment. It's starting to look really good. Like I feel like last year it was almost like a bit of a too much of a daunting task. I wanted to carry on with it, but I didn't really vision it being done like this. So yeah, I'm really excited to start kind of actually eating from the allotment. So yes, hopefully not long. Evening. So it is currently like nearly 5 to 8 in the evening, and I don't know what it is about like the summer months and it being like still really, really light outside, but I never really want to eat like earlier on. I don't, does that make sense? Like I don't know, with it being like light outside, I kind of feel like I don't have as much of an eating schedule because I feel like it's earlier on in the day. But like at the minute, I'm not even joking, it is not getting dark until like 11:45 at night. Like the other night I was at Demi's and I left and it was like 10 p.m. and it was still like bright. It was like as bright as it is now. And I was like, what is going on? I was like, is something happening? Why is it so light? But yeah, I mean, I'm living for it. I love the long days. Like long days are my absolute favourite. I feel like I get up earlier. I feel like I feel more refreshed. And I just feel like I get a lot more out of my days when they are longer, obviously. But yeah, so I'm gonna make some tea. I'm actually making a Harissa chicken from the Second Nature app. So I saw this and I thought, I've not had Harissa in ages, but I feel like it's got a little bit of a kick. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. The veg on the picture at the top. Now we always know that my things when I cook don't ever look like the picture that is what it's supposed to look like, but we're gonna try our best. The recipe does serve 2, but obviously there's only me, so I'm just gonna be adapting it to serve 1. Let me just check. The only thing in this recipe I don't have is kale, because I might switch that out for spinach though, but I really don't like kale. But yeah, switching that out for spinach. And let's crack on. So for this recipe, I'm just going to be using 1 chicken breast. I've got some harissa paste there, which I think I use about a teaspoon of, not very much. Some garlic puree. I've got 2 carrots. These are just small ones, so I've just gone for like the 2 little small ones. I'll only be using half of the onion, half the red pepper, half the tomato. I've got my spinach there, and I've just realised I've left something in the fridge. There we go. Courgette. Need to sort that out. And probably about half of the courgettes. So everything, I am just going to whack everything into the wok. I know that's probably not what a wok's used for. Like, you know, I've never used a wok before. Like literally never. I've never even owned a wok, but I got one. But I've got one now, so I'm going to use it. And yeah, we're gonna cook it in that. So I'm just basically going to be chopping everything up quite roughly, and then I'm just going to pop everything into my little chopper. I feel like I really want my veg to be really small. I think it'll just be nice this way. I did end up deciding to have the entire courgette just because I really, really like courgette. So that is what I've decided to do, and then just whack it all in the pan. So I've got my food here. I'm sorry, but oh, let me focus. Is it gonna focus? Look at that, camera. Focus. There we go, that's better. Look how colourful that looks. I love it when my food's so colourful. There's an absolute mountain of vegetables here, so should cook me nice and full. But yeah, really looking forward to this. Let's give the chicken a quick try. Chef's kiss. It's just gone 10:42 in the evening. And look at it outside. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I love it. I love it. Anyway, I'm literally sat in the dark. I've been watching Love Island on telly. I'm about to head up to bed now because it's getting on, you know. Getting on. I feel like I need my beauty sleep. So I'm going to go head up to bed. I'm really pink. Very purple, never mind. So yeah, I am going to head up to bed now. To be fair, when I go to bed, I will probably spend the next 45 minutes to an hour probably scrolling through TikTok. I'm not even joking. I think I'm going to do it for 10 minutes before I go to sleep, and then next thing I know it's midnight. So yeah, anyway, like I say, I'm just going to end this video here. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Thank you once again to Second Nature for sponsoring this video. I have really enjoyed working with you on this, and you can go and check out the link in the description below, and all the discount codes and things are all in there as well. But yes, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please give it a thumbs up. Go hit the subscribe button below, and if you want to be notified for when I do upload next, then hit the bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.